Welcome to Can't Catch a Break. I am DJ and Dr. Charlene Johnson. I want to thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. Thank you so much. I know you probably had a busy schedule today, probably at work, doing some things, but I just want to say thank you if you haven't heard it from me or Dr. Sharp. So thank you again for listening to Can't Catch a Break. And if you like to poll, go ahead, POLL, poll us. Tell us what you think. Your feedback is very important. We would love to hear from you. Hey, let's talk. Conversation is good. It's good to disagree and agree. I'm not here to be critical or judge anyone, but we're here to speak the fact, the truth. Something that's not something that we came up with, but it's something that exists in our everyday lives. When it comes to issues we know is true. Okay, so we have a good episode on today. Yes, a good episode on today. I have a question I want to ask y'all. Those out there listening, family and friends. Can you say that you live the American dream? It's kind of inquiring minds. Have you figured that you now that how I can see if you're older, up in your 50s or 60s. Can you say that you live the American dream? Yeah. What y'all say about that, huh? What y'all say about it, huh? Can you say, huh, that you live the American dream? Hmm? Inquiring minds want to know. Have you? Let me do it again. Have you lived the American dream? All right. I just want to talk to you about that because really, we're in times now, everything's much advanced, technology then advanced itself. Things are more faster than back in the 70s and 60s. The era of change. When you look at all the new Wi-Fi, all the information, how that's out there. You look at what's being produced when it comes to money, technology, when it comes to resources. We know, you know, uh, whether or not someone can say that they live the American dream. It depends on that individual, okay, or that concept. What y'all say about that? Okay, so think about it. When you have the American dream, you have your home ownership. You're financially secure. Your family is, received different. They say like the Jones. You're gonna be like the Jones. You're gonna be like the Johnsons. So, you hear that. We look at times we're living in right now, where people are really uh, are living, and in these times now we see it's changing even more because people, because of the debt, the debt people get in when it comes to finances and the situations. You see what's going on actually in the economy. You see what's going on. You see how we're in semi recession right now. Because everything right now is so high. So people do have dreams though. You could dream. You supposed to always want to dream. You know, um, like I say, it's the American dream. You own your own home. You have a career. You raising a family. You have financial security. Those are the things people, go after. Hard work, can lead to success. Regardless of one's background, race, color. And that's something, people got to realize that, there's all kinds of people that are smart, okay, knowledgeable, that can, that want to do something. And the competition is great out there. You got to be willing to go. You got to be willing to compete. You got to be open minded. You can't be closed minded, okay, because the competition is great out there to be successful. You can be successful too. So don't let no one tell you that. You put God first. If you're a Christian, put God first. I'm not here to force no religion on no one, but put God first. And I'm telling you, yes, you can get there. And with God, He'll lead and guide you. He knows. He understands. He see He made you. He made all of us. He understands us. He knows about us. That's the thing is, and have faith and believe that you can go. And when we look at the American dream right now, people personal happiness, fulfillment, but when it comes to material wealth, it's kind of you see it's kind of great right now when it comes to things and businesses and all. You see the changes of the greed and power and the corruption, that once you was chasing, now you see that now. Um, you see, it's like the billionaires and those, they are like taking over, more than anything. And the competition is great, the job market, those different things you go out of, you go to college, get your degrees and all that, and feel, when it comes to business, marketing and all that, and you get degrees, and you qualified, and sometimes they don't pick you, but down the line you go to another company. This is happening, and suddenly you've been picked, to be on a team, and you start making the big money and all that, and because of your hard work, you became successful, and guess what? Now you're a CEO of a company. So those dreams do happen, and don't let no one tell you that it can't happen. No matter where you at, where you live at, when it comes to you get moving forward, and your mind made it hard. It's something that you focus and want to be. You can do it. You know, and I know it's a lot of pressure. People pulling on you. You know, some people ain't yet. They ain't went that way. But if you desire, you can go. And pursue it, your dreams. You just American dream. Now, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the American dream is on a standstill due to the fact is, what we're seeing right now, the greed, the corruption. We're seeing a lot of things happening. When it comes to businesses laying people off, things are shutting down. Economy's bad right now. You see a lot of things happening. Um, but a lot of people believe it still can be contributing to society, and making a positive impact regardless of what they what they're striving for, because but they have a good intention to do it, to get where they're going, because they believe in contributing to society and making positive impact regardless. So those are that you can be successful. Mhm. In the American dream, people gonna say it's dead, it's bare, it's up, there's economics challenges. Yeah, it is now greater than ever, and the debt ratio going to be 40 trillion probably, after 2028, the world still be existing. We have a $40 trillion debt. That's where we're going right now. Who knows the value of a dollar? The things that's taking place right now in different countries with the cryptocurrency and all this changing things. Your dollar might not be worth anything. When it comes to that. So yeah, it's a lot of changes coming down the line in this American dream. That you. So most people that comes over from seas, get legal status and get over here, they happy because they realize that they want to trace the dream. So you have a lot of people from different all walks of life, immigrants. We all in this country is found on immigrants. So they wind up being successful. That's they coming over here for the American dream. They running, and it's challenges. But there's always up, not down. There's potential, there's opportunity. Through hard work and determination, you can do that. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let nobody be a dream killer. You know, um, you know, there's a lot of things you can do. That's right to make it. You know, and as I say, you just have to be wise in your decision making. When it comes to which way you want to go, because you have a lot of people pulling on you. You know, and you know because they pulling on you, you get caught up and round up. Not going where you need to go. So you got to pay attention to those kind of things. You know, if you want to go there. Uh, you know, see some people going, I never lived in the American dream. You're gonna hear that too, because the situation, because of what things are taking place. in their lives and all that. So those two things happen. So, but people go there. They still go, and they still be successful and get some people. They still go on our generations. You know, they, some believe they achieved the dream. Other people are still pursuing their path and the goals. So you always said, American dream is having your own home, your car, you raising family and all that. So those are things people want. And it's like this. You gotta live. You gotta embrace your career. You gotta make sure that um, your location where you want to go and study is okay. You know, and you gotta just embrace family time, build your community. I mean, you got work to do. I mean, we all got work to do. And some, like I say, you stay in the neighborhood together, but probably some few people in the neighborhood longer than you have, and y'all haven't met. And I know that people saying you don't go meet anybody because they might be some strangers or something like that. But the thing is, the neighborhood, your neighborhood is people that stays in their house. Some of them do. Neighbors, they'll come out and they come out the back ways or some. And it's a lot of mischievous things that goes on. When you're in a big city, so you have to stay focused. You're around positive people. You pursue your dreams. You can make it. Yeah, you can make it. So I just wanted to share that because many of our youth and stuff, of course, sure, they're looking at how to get there. How do I do what steps I need to take? They have a lot of questions. You say God, and uh, who is God? There's a lot of questions. Youth, that you start off. They want to know. They want to ask them information. hmm So this is important. To understand what the American dream. Can you say you live the American dream? Can you actually say that? I live the American dream. That's a big test. Um, and that's um, and then will come the income. The minimum they found that I was reading this. It says at a minimum, analysts found someone needed to make 102,000 annually to afford the American dream. In the biggest cities across the U.S., go banker rates got their numbers by looking at things like mortgages and car health insurance and grocery among other matrix. So right there, talking about the American dream, income requirement. You see how expensive it is. You see, you want the dream, you gonna have to work for it. So those are things. Uh, when it comes to money, people think they gotta make 100,000 a year to live comfortably. That's some people think. Yeah, they think that. Uh, now 5,000 would be good. Income to live in California because everything there is wood. They pay like 5,000 out in California. So you see, for a single person, yeah, yeah. So it's different in different states. But like I said, some things you can do when it comes to education. When it comes to pursuing the dream, you can do it. Yeah. So these are things that happens when you're chasing out the American dream. I mean, you be focused, refocus. If you ain't focused, refocus. Okay, you want that American dream. Some haven't lived the American dream. None of us have. But we're grateful to have a God we live. We live that knows us. You know, so those are things that people will look at. They're having all these material possessions, but yet they ain't happy. Yeah, but the American dream, you can live it And like I say, there's words of wisdom is to be careful, you know, because you can see a lot of things that happen, when it comes to people chasing dreams, and they did it the wrong way, interpretation the wrong way, and you know, so those things need to be looked at, you know. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you all. Yeah, I wanted to share that with you about this. America, can you say you live the American dream? Huh, 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 huh. Can you say you live the American dream? Huh? Have you lived the American dream? Have you? All right, so I just want to and say little brief things about living the American dreams, challenges. Things change every day. You don't know. Just what you're getting. You don't know. Sometimes things catch you off guard. When you are trying to pursue something, or that's positive, but that's all right though. You can bounce back because you're a fighter, so you got that fighter instinct. So I'm just sharing, that it ain't over. That's it ain't over. Okay. Well, thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. I'm DJ and Dr. Shaw. We want to thank you all. Please subscribe. Tell us what you think. Really, really, really want to engage people. Yes, have conversation with in a positive manner. Yeah, so if you got something to say it. That's right. I want to hear it. It's good to communicate. It's good to fellowship. It's good to love one another. hmm So thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. I'm DJ and Dr. Shar. If you'd like to subscribe, go ahead again. You can find us at Solonique. Yes, yes, yes. Uh-huh. All right, well, thank you all once again. Have a blessed and a fantastic day, year, month. Keep on moving. Enjoy your life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for taking out your busy schedule. You didn't have to do it. I want to give you a big cheerful. All right. All right. So thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. Let's talk. You have a good and fantastic day. Enjoy yourself. Be blessed. Every dog must have his day. Do this.